Hi guys, thanks for tuning in today. This is just a little bit of update on that gold plug magnetic sump plug I fitted to the bike. Now, to be totally honest, I wasn't real happy about the plug itself because I found that when I put my rare earth magnets on it, they didn't want to grip the base of the plug in there itself, and I really wanted those on there because it's got a bit more draw power and runs a bit of a better magnetic pull through it. So the bike had done around about 20 kilometres, say 12 mile, and I decided to dump the oil. And like I said, I had my magnets on there, but it wasn't a really strong attachment to it, and they actually fell off or went to the side of that plug during that 12 kilometre or 12 mile run. So I decided now I'd dump the oil out of it because I'd ordered another plug from a place in Australia which sells magnetic plugs for the postal bikes. Now, when you look at the postal bike ones, it's a very similar plug. Can't show you now because this is only a late video and I've already fitted it to the bike, so it's back in position there now. But to give you an idea how well a magnetic plug works on one of these, on an Enfield for example, if you just use a normal magnetic plug, sure, it picks up a lot of residue or the metal filings and that which come around on a Newton motor, but I did find when you use those earth magnets on the base of it, it picked up a lot more than what it normally would because of the extra draw power of the magnet against the metal filings floating around in the oil. In fact, I'll get my good camera and you can have a look at that, and we'll come in onto the filings what it picked up in 10 miles. So you can imagine how well a job it'd do over a period of time compared to where it goes into the spinner area. You'd pick it up for sure. So in the meantime, the plug I got's a little bit smaller in the head diameter. It sits under there now, and I'll give you an idea the pulling power of that magnet on the steel, where compared to before it didn't have much go at all in it. So what I've found out so far is with the gold plug, the steel or whatever it's made out isn't all that conductive compared to the earth magnet's drawing power, and you can sort of see I can pull it apart with a bit of effort. And I was just wondering, I don't think it'll pick up as much particles as what I would have thought. So, like I said, I bought another sump plug from an Aussie seller. So if we go under it now, you just have a bit of a rough idea there. So if we go under the bike now, this new plug's a lot smaller there, and I'll put this on it like so. Now if you try to pull the magnets off now, you will see it takes some pulling off. Yeah, so you will see it really takes an effort to get those magnets off. Now, because I'm not sure how many pounds, not actually sure how much pressure, but gee, that takes. If you get hold of it now, you can hardly pull that off. It's that strong. You've got to get hold of it, get a good grip, and then get hold of it, where before you could get off it right easy. So that's, now I know I'm going to pick up a lot more residue or rubbish on that magnetic plug. Okay guys, I've finished the installation now and the talk on this magnetic sump plug. I'll probably have to censor a little bit of that because I had that much trouble with that aftermarket magnetic plug under there. I actually did a bit of swearing under there because it had that much pulling power on it, or draw power. So I was just about flat out pulling those rare earth magnets off that. You wouldn't believe the pulling power of that. But anyway, as for the gold plug itself, like if you're going to buy one of those, as you can see, after a 10-mile run it did the damage and worked fine. So it did its job, pulled a few metal particles off in that short period of a run. But I know that it'll do better if you're running one of those magnetic plugs with an earth magnet at the bottom, like I give you an example here what happened on the Enfield at 200 kilometres, what it pulled out, big fuzzy top on one of those after 200 k's, and I know that it's going to work better now on this particular bike too, using that aftermarket plug I bought from one of the guys in Australia that sells the Aussie Postie bikes. So that's the direction I'm going there, because I want to get as much metal out of this bike that's floating around in the oil as I possibly can. But if you're buying the gold plug, there's no problem there. Just go ahead and buy that one, because you can see it worked all right after a 10-mile stint. And if it would have had more draw power, I suppose it's made out of stainless steel or some other sort of metal, I don't know, I'm not a metal expert. And if it had more drawing power and that, you know, I just used to, over a period of 8 years, running those earth magnets on the Enfields, and I like to run the earth magnets on it because I know what it'll do before and after effects, and that's the direction I'm going. So apart from that, if you're going to buy yourself a gold plug, go ahead and buy that one. And if you in Australia and you want to buy one of those magnetic plugs or for the postie site, well, you know, you can grab one of those ones there. They're about $20 to buy on eBay, and they appear to fit in there, work fine. They're about the same size, no trouble there at all. And once you put a couple of those magnets on it, you'd be surprised how hard they are to get off. So even now I'm surprised how much trouble I had. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, taking a look. If you'd like to subscribe, please do. If you want to come back, you're welcome, and we'll catch up to you on the next clip. See you later.